Hello guys, welcome back to Transport Fever, episode number 13 meanwhile. That means we have arrived in chapter 3, the first one.
Dawn in the land of the rising sun. In the 1960s, as the horrors of World War II gradually fade away, Japan's economy experiences an unprecedented boom. Thanks to strict discipline and a will towards continuous improvement, the country is catching up to the industrialized nations of the West. A fast-paced era.
The land of the rising sun. So apparently we're in Japan in the 1960s. We're playing from 1960 to 1970, I think.
Tokyo is soon going to host the Summer Olympics. New records are in demand, and not just in the stadium. The Japanese State Railroad is pursuing a grand project. The world's first high-speed train. You have been entrusted with carrying out the project. Your motto is absolute perfection through continuous improvement. The country's topography has several pitfalls in store. Numerous obstacles must be overcome so that the new train can reach top speeds of over 200 kilometers per hour. Mountains, bodies of water, and populated areas make it hard to plan a straight-line route. Tackle these construction challenges and create a masterpiece of Japanese engineering. Each route segment presents various difficulties, each of which calls for taking very specific measures. Find out what needs to be done. Mountainous terrain stands in the way of level track routing. Arrange test drillings for building tunnels.
If I remember correctly, we have some issues at the end with this mission. You want to do everything by train, but that's exactly what you don't want to do in this mission, I think. I'm gonna go there. If we need to come by here by train, that we can. There we go. We need to deliver here, right? I think we do. Deliver stone from the drilling site to the stone heap. Oh no, we need to deliver here. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense because the idea is to create a tunnel here, so we're obviously getting the stone from the tunnel needs to move here. So we're going to do that by trucks. Obviously. Alright, so let's start with that. Cargo line number 1 is stone to what was it? The Hamamatsu stone heap or something it was called. Okay. Can you not type in that stupid thing? Okay, thank you. So we are going from here to there. That's better. That's better than we can see it when everything is white. When we are building, we can see it. It's more distinctive. What is this here? This is Mishima Tunnel. Okay, what do we need? 80 stone. 15, 13, okay. 5. Stone, copy, paste, 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 paste. Let these boys start already. Stone is here. Okay. What's the other thing? Bridge construction over here.
If the route is supposed to run along the straightest path, the mouth of Lake Hamana has to be dealt with. Make preparations for building a bridge.
The problem is if we connect this, they're gonna drive here. That's the problem. The AI are gonna drive here. Nagoya Conmat. Conmat to the bridge. There we go. The problem here, of course, is that we need something. What's that? Also 80? Also 80. Okay, speed it up. Putting it in industry. People. this. Church Road.
Excellent! Under your expert guidance, the necessary preliminary work has been completed in short order. Now the actual route construction is next on the list. See to it that the necessary construction materials are delivered and use a precisely planned embankment to make sure that the maximum peak velocity is reached whenever possible. The route is going to be subjected to enormously high levels of stress. Large amounts of steel and concrete provide for the required stability. Japan is a major fishing nation. Everything that ends up in the net ends up on a plate, even when it's not a fish at all, but a whale, for example. Good money can be made with that.
Okay, we have buses going around in those three cities which have a train station. Go through that mountain somehow. Go that way though. Don't seem to be needing to be there. We're bringing people around in these three cities, so because it's pretty obvious at some point we're gonna have to connect these trains. Okay, let's do the bonus mission first and see what's going on.
A popular saying goes, big fish don't live in small ponds. Process the fresh seafood from Fisher Tom's trawler for sushi, sashimi, and other specialties in Japanese cooking. So we need to pick up fish here, needs to go over there. So pickup is here. Koya South. What? Oh. Fishery. Fishery. Is that even a word? Fishery? Well, it is now. And we need to deliver here the fish. Seems to be that we need to deliver a lot of stuff here. In that case, we'll do it like this. Delivery here. Delivery. The main office.
We need fish. We need fish. Fish to the main office. This is gonna come from there. We're gonna go there and then out that way. Boom. That's okay. what's here. is gone. While we're on this track, so we can as well just pull them through. What's that stupid here? Same shit here. Construction materials. Okay. We also need fish apparently. We have a line, but we don't have vehicles on it yet, do we? No, we don't have any fish. 5. Cargo. Why? The fish. Fish. There are the boys. Okay, what else do we need here? Steel. Steel needs to come from there somewhere.
The whole earth is shaking. That happens.
There she is again. always when you're building. If you notice that.
It's bucking again.
Go away, woman. Seriously. Just go away. Okay. Alrighty.
Huh? It's happened.
She's right. Is she real? Is she for real now or what? Still. What?
Something's wrong here. This can't be any normal quake. The epicenter of the tremors seems to lie somewhere out here in the ocean. Find out where exactly.
Can't find a pot, it says. Oh, I see. City is not connected. Of course, it's stupid AI. Stupid AI is gonna reuse our roads, of course. Way to get those people out of there. try to get there, more than likely. Of course they are. Get up our roads. What are we gonna do now? Now we're gonna do that again. Okay, we'll give him a road then, I guess.
The nature of the high-speed route demands that a special standard is met. Steep inclines and sharp curves are to be avoided.
You figured it out yet? Are you gonna still drive over our roads here? Yeah, they're still gonna use this, but less though, less. They figured it out, they figured it out. I see. Just a moment, wait, just a moment. Should work smooth now. That's how it should do. Anywhere else where these idiots are tracking her? Here. figure it out over there. Okay, what do we need to do here? Build a bridge, apparently. Bridge and a tunnel. Let me test something. Okay, the stations are connected, so okay. Bridge is also here. What we need here, a tunnel.
The new route has been completed, the backbone of the Japanese railroad network. Now it has to be ensured that everything runs with the greatest precision. Analyze the tracks and rolling stock in terms of possible optimization potential. Prepare the future route maintenance and provide for the greatest possible safety in the event of an earthquake. Dr. Yellow makes sure that everything runs smoothly without a hitch. The yellow work train detects even the smallest defects. This is especially important on bridges and in tunnels. Perform the necessary test runs.
All right. We just had to build it, eh? Nobody said that we had to drive over it. Sometimes the game can fool you, but sometimes you can fool the game as well. There we go. Because our train is going through the whole mountain here. We need 3,000 meters in tunnels, and we need something. Oh yeah, we also need to pinpoint the epicenter, which apparently is wherever the question mark is.
It looks like your sideline has startled something really monstrous deep down in the...
Okay, that's done. That was just something to confuse and distract you, I'm assuming. Steel. There's definitely enough steel. What's going on here? Way too much food. Yeah, this is also one of these things. It has been delivered. Now, these lines are making us money, but still. Why is the combat losing us money? Connected. Why? Central. Steel and fish we are delivering here. We're not even doing combat. Apparently they need combat here. Oh yeah, that bridge construction thing is done. That's the same. Okay, this line is they need to go. We're just gonna let them go. These boys. Boom. These boys. Boom. Fish. There's still a lot of fish. There's still a lot of steel we saw. The steel, why did they need that? It's also done. Okay, steel line, you can go. Okay, fish line. Fish line is making us good money actually. Okay, we'll let that run for a bit. That there is at least something delivered here. They can still get here, right? Well, they know what to do. They know what to do, so they can do whatever they want. We need 1,000 meters. Travel along the whole railroad with Dr. Yellow and complete at least 2,000 meters in tunnels and 1,000 meters on bridges with Dr. Yellow. We need a train here somewhere. Go through here though. There's Tokyo over there. Could also go straight through this mountain here. From Osaka. Put a small train over here and then a long train over there, but we'll see. Anyway. We need to connect this guy somewhere. Let's do it on this side. It's a bit flatter here. And it's a test train at the moment, so there we go. We can come in, we can come out. What the hell is this here? Go. Okay, Dr. Yellow, who are you? Ah, there is 12 million, this boy. God, these boys cost so much to run. The test terrain. Okay, need to go from here. What was it? Nagoya? Okay. Passenger train test 01. That's what it should be. Well, off we go. km/h. Autosave coming in. Wonderful. 140. Don't think we're gonna get to 300, but 160. 170. 180. 200. 220. 220 km/h. Which is actually maximum speed, I think, of this train. There we go. We didn't make any switches. The reason I didn't make any switches because I remember there is something with switch points at the end. The last bonus mission
All
is...
trains are equipped with sensors that automatically trigger an emergency stop in the event of an earthquake. If the system happens to fail, the staff must be able to bring the train to a standstill as fast as possible.
Okay, so this was just a test train. You. Boom. Sell that shit. Okay. So now we need to see what we're doing. A few things we need here now. We need to have as little switch points as possible. I remember that. Normally you would do a diamond here, but right, so we're gonna do this. Stop if he comes out. Stop here. We don't need any switch points here. We actually don't need these because stations have built-in signals, but so what I'm doing here is basically the signal basically has that. Those two. Passenger train 01. Tokyo, Nagoya, Osaka. Osaka. Doesn't like that. Why not? Tokyo. Coming in. Osaka, Nagoya. Tokyo, Nagoya to Osaka is a problem. Okay, let's see where the problem is. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. This is 240. Is there a problem? There is no problem. There is no problem. There is also no problem there. There is also no problem there. After Osaka, come back here. There is no problem now. Why is there no problem now when earlier there was a problem? Huh? This is also stupid. Why is there a bridge here? Is another question. No idea. Okay. That is that. what do we need now? Very expensive trains is what we need now. Because now we are suddenly losing money. Most money is coming from our fish line, so we need to keep that running to have some income. We will also rename that line. Because it's actually our only cargo line going, so we'll just make it 01. And that of course also means that we need to rename our vehicles again. There we go. That problem is solved. Okay, so what we need here now is making sure these boys here, what are they? 47 million. This is also one of these, whenever this mission is over, get rid of them, I think, because this shit is gonna cost us. Or maybe not get rid of them, but at least send them back to depot. They are never going to run full. 47 million. This thing is 203 meters. This one is fine. Is the rest fine? Because over here was only a small one, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, that's also 240. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay, didn't we buy that yet? No, we haven't bought anything yet. Okay. Go. As soon as it goes by here, we will copy him. Okay. So okay, we got them all at speed. If we now immediately stop them, that mission should be
Every
done.
single
There we
car
go.
ought to be stripped down to its individual parts at regular intervals. The hub office needs capable personnel to do this.
Okay. But these trains are okay, we need to keep an eye on these trains, because these boys are gonna make our money? That would surprise me. Probably not. We have a capacity of 480. There's no way we're gonna get 480 people in here. Yeah, we're losing money like crazy here. I'm gonna wait on this first one here to show up here, wherever he is. Here. So as soon as this guy has delivered, we're gonna send him to the depot. Send this guy to the depot. We'll let 2 trains run. We actually made money, but the running cost on these boys is going to be so high. We'll let these 2 run. I think we can get these 2 full, and the other guy we just let sit over here, because I think, if I remember correctly, we need him later. I think we actually need to buy another one. We need workers to the place here again. So we need workers here, that's fine. What do we have here at the moment? Nothing, only fish. Fish. What the fuck is this? Okay. So we'll bring some people in here. We'll bring them from here somewhere. Where are you people living? Somewhere over here by the looks of it. You know what? We'll pick up some people all over the place. How about that? Pick up some people here and pick up some people there. That should do it. What is that? 4. Bus line 4 is Hamamatsu to the main office, and we want that thing to go from the main office to there, and to there, and pick up some people. That should do it. Okay. Passengers, what we got here? 12. Put 2 buses on it for now. And this is bus line 4. With workers. Well. How are we doing? Now keep an eye on these trains. The trains are actually making us money. 317 out of 320. That's good. That is good. Not much though. So yeah, we need to keep it on 2 trains. The trains will be full, there might be some overload on the stations, but they're actually making us money. If I run 3 trains here, they're gonna cost us money. Unless we get super overload, then we can put the 3rd one back on. But this is not overload because they can carry 160. We might have a look on our bus lines though. Three, 4, 23, 51. What do we have running in here? What is this? Osaka. That's bus line number 3, I think. Osaka. Oh no, we have we have 3 buses going one way with 3 buses going the other way. And they're not even full. In Tokyo, which is a bigger city, we have 4 running and they're also not full. And they're all making us money. The only thing which is not making us money is the line we just started up, but that's fine. Now we could potentially, to make things go a bit quicker. We will get there though, but it might take a while. We could of course pick some people up here. Oh no, it works, it works. There are already 14 people. No, it's fine. It works with this little city. We're already halfway. We only need 30 workers. That's the same story again. It will make us money. We can keep this running. We can keep, as long as something is going on in this factory, which... Did we even deliver combat or something? We delivered steel and fish so far, I think. Yeah, we delivered combat to the bridge here. Then we built the bridge, we immediately deleted it because I don't need it. Our train is going through the mountains. And the same with the tunnel here, right? We constructed this tunnel, immediately deleted it because the game did not tell us that our line from Tokyo to Osaka needed to go over that. And obviously you're not getting that much speed here with these turns and tunnels and around this bridge here, over this small city. If you have trains that can go 200, 300 kilometers an hour, you want to go straight to the mountain. But we had to connect Nagoya, that was the problem. Otherwise, there was definitely a route possible straight here. Straight through the mountain from Osaka to Tokyo. Then the train would probably be at maximum speed the whole time. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is too long. And that's because it stops in Nagoya. Because I remember at the end there is something with frequency, which was it 3 minutes or 2 minutes? All of your lines need to be under 2 minutes or 3 minutes frequency, I think, which is annoying to get. But this is fine. If everything is in blue, then you know you're doing fine.
The final preparations were able to be completed on schedule, and the new railroad line festively inaugurated in time for the Olympic Games. The train is so popular that demand exceeds the existing offer by far. But the new route isn't making everyone happy. The residents living alongside the tracks are complaining about the noise. The increased passenger volume calls for several optimizations. The average speed needs to be increased, the route capacity enlarged, and waiting times reduced.
The train waiting time under 45%. Here we have it, you see? We need 600 capacity. So in other words, what it is telling us to do here
Laying out a Japanese garden is a fine art. Each stone, each
fine,
tree,
whatever.
whatever the object,
The garden
it
is not something
symbolizes
which we're
something
gonna have to
else.
worry about. But
The worldly on this side, and the otherworldly beyond. Divine and earthly beings.
we just need to get
Permanence
this thing
and
done. So I'm
transience.
just gonna put. I'm gonna duplicate this one. There we go. Now we need to let these 4 trains run at speed, and then it should be done. Once this is done, we're sending 2 trains back in again.
You've already presented satisfactory solutions for all kinds of challenges, but it remains your responsibility to attend to the customers and increase revenues, because the debts accumulated due to route construction still haven't been paid off yet. And people are only prepared to pay the downright hefty ticket prices when everything is the way it should be. Despite pleasing numbers of passengers, the construction debts are still far from paid off. Transport even more passengers in order to improve your balance sheet.
We need to transport 400 people. Is that in total? Or at once?
On the path to continuous improvement,
here
the
we have
point
the
is to
7
avoid
muted
all
thing.
activities that, although they consume resources, don't generate any value.
That's a painful
They
one.
are the 7 types of muda: overproduction, waiting time, superfluous transport, defective products, excessive inventory, unnecessary motion, and inappropriate processing.
358 out of 480. Okay, so we can run 3 trains on it. 3 is fine. We don't have capacity for 400, more than 480. It's making us decent money with 3 trains. Okay, so we're gonna sell this one. There we go. Whoa. That one is gone. Okay. This train is making us decent money. Reloading, but it's not full. You see, here the problem already starts. We need to keep an eye on it. Are we making money here or not? And where are my other trains? Here's number 2. This guy, oh, that's the one we just bought, I guess. Okay, if they drop off people, this guy was full. And now he's refilling. 100 people. Yeah. We have enough for 3 trains, but only just though. If I can find the other one. Should be that one then. Yeah, we should be making money though. The money should go up because they're all 3 in blue, and that's our main problem. Yeah, everything is making us money, so we should go up, right, in theory. You need to be very careful with these trains. If you don't have enough capacity, if they're not full in other words, then like this, you see, running cost is costing you money, but he's about to drop off now, so should give you like 20 million or whatever, 12. This guy is full again, 113, and this one 118. Yeah, we can run 3 trains, but not 4 though. If you run 4 trains, you're gonna lose money. The running cost is way too high. Okay, let's pay off the debts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Happy customers are
That
good
was 100 million
customers.
that we had to pay.
Surveys have shown that potential for optimization exists in various sectors. Passengers are complaining that train cars are too cramped, the train stations overcrowded, and about the lack of culinary options in the bistro dining car. What's more, the trains ought to run more frequently.
Achieve minimal frequency. This is where the problem comes in. You can't achieve that. What is a frequency? 4 minutes. This is where you're gonna lose money. The frequency is 4 minutes. Deliver 50 food. Okay, we're just gonna let these trains run because the way they are running now, they are making us money. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna let them run. Meanwhile, we're gonna deliver 50 food to the main office. How does that work? Where is the food even? The food is over there. It's a bit too far for trucks, but... So we need to pick up some meat here. Need to pick up some meat here. That needs to go to the food plant, and then that needs to come back. $50 food. We're just gonna do that by truck as well. We're not gonna waste any of that stuff. Deliver and pick up. I think we can do that with the same but things. Two sessions. Why you don't do that? What is that? because there's a waypoint there. If we can do it here, we should be able to do it there as well, right? It's because there's a waypoint. That's what the problem was. Now you can put the waypoint back. You what? Stupid thing. Coming from the fish ferry, we want you to go there, and then Matsu West, and then there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and that's the bus line here. Nope. Bus line is also not doing what we wanted to do. Okay, bus line. Main office. Go there. Okay, so what do you want? What do we want here? That's a good question. Where are we even coming from? We're coming from there with our meat as well. So we can drive here. That's fine. And then we're gonna go over here. That's fine. We pick up the food. We go back. We come through here. We come in here and we go out there. I don't want to do that. We're gonna have to make him go out here. Don't need that. We need one there. So we need a new line. And that line is gonna go from there, where it is going to pick up some meat. Okay. And then it's gonna go there. Pick up meat, okay. And then we're gonna go here. This is not the lower whatever, this is the food plant. Okay. And what we want you to do here, my friend, is you to drop that shit up. And then you pick up some food. Okay. And then you're gonna go back here. Go there. And we want you there to that platform, that's fine. And in that platform we want you to unload whatever you have, but in this case food. And then you go back to pick up fish again. No, not fish, meat. That's even closer. So meat to the food plant. At the food plant you pick up the food, you drop it up here on your way back to the meat factory. This is not Nagoya Exchange, this is Tokyo. Why did it say Tokyo? This is Nagoya Meat Production or whatever. Tokyo Farm. Why does it say Tokyo Farm? It is Nagoya over there. Nagoya Meat Production. So that works. They can carry meat, they can carry food. So that means that that thing should work the way we set it up. That's gonna be cargo line 2, I think. And that is the meat. Holy moly. Meet food line. Okay, and go to line 1. We just need to rename line 1, which is meat, food, main office. Okay, how are we doing? The train is making us 33 million by now. 357 people, so we still don't have enough for 4 trains. So that's 4 train that is like buy the train, get the green check, and get out. We have to do something similar again, probably. The minimum frequency is 265 at the moment, which means that we need 7 trains to get that to 120. That's another 4. What are they costing? 50 million? That's 200 million. Yeah, we need to let this run for a while so that we make some more money, that we can get over 500 million or something. Because obviously, as soon as we are running 7 trains on that thing, just try to get that frequency down. Once we have that check, that's why we need to deliver food first. But they first need to deliver meat over there before they can start producing food. Let's make sure that this thing is connected. It is. Let's make sure that this is connected. It is. Okay, yeah, there is food there. So yeah, these boys, they have meat with them. They're gonna drop it up there. This thing is gonna start up production. So the second or the third one should have food here already. We'll keep an eye on it. Okay, he's dropping up. Yeah, there is food immediately already. So he's dropping up his fish. Boom. Or his meat. Meat we are dropping up, right? So this one has food now. Yeah, this one has food. So only the first one does not have food. Okay, that's fine. So we have to wait on that food. And then we'll figure out if we can do the frequency thing. So let's do the Japanese culture meanwhile.
The gardens are precisely planned down to the last detail. Each individual object must be in equilibrium with every other one. Create perfect harmony.
Okay, so yeah, we have the stone over here, we have the trees over there, and we need to sort of recreate that thing in the middle here. That's what I make of it. So this is just playing around with assets and colors, I guess. What is gray? Do we have any gray? This one? Something like this. Okay, something like that. And now, well, this needs to be perfect harmony, so it needs to be spot on. Well, sort of. Okay. What's going on with these rocks? This one, I think, is the. So we need one over there, one somewhere over here, and one over here, and then we need one over here, and one over there, and one over there somewhere. Okay, so that's those 6, correct? What do we have done? Is that the lowest one here? It seems to be. So we have something over there, one over here. Did I just put 2 there? No, that's what I thought. Oh my god, this is annoying. I put it on 1. There we go. 1 over here. 1, 2, 3 over there as well. So this one needs to be a bit more here. This one there. And this one, okay. This one needs to go here. This one here. And then the other one needs to be a bit higher, something like that. And then we have 4 of these small ones, which seems to be this one. Need 1 here, 1 there, 1 here, and 1 there. What does that say? Green check, that's what that says. Okay, now the trees. What we got here? We have 4 of these pispa trees. What is that? This one? I think so. So apparently it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Seems to be fine. And then we have these large ones on the corners. This one? No, that seems to be a bit big. This one, okay. This one. On the 4 corners by the looks of it. And then we have the small ones, which are those, I guess, yeah. So that's 1 here, 1 there, and then next to the gates.
What a sight! Absolute perfection. An immaculate garden. Whoever enters it is instantly tranquility itself.
Okay, so basically whatever is on the right you need to copy, and whatever is on the left you need to copy, all in the middle. So that was done. Okay, meanwhile our food is delivered as well. Good. So that line should also be working by now. Yep, all in blue. All in blue, and we have 500 million. Now, the next thing we need to do is achieve minimal frequency. We have 264. So what we're gonna have to do here is buy some trains, get them on there to get the green check. As soon as we have them, sell them. We know we are making money with 3 trains. We're not gonna make money with 7 trains, and they're costing 50 million each, 47 million or something. Oh, we can't buy them or what? Oh, there we go. 190 million for 4 of these guys. Okay, we're gonna color these in another color. They need to go. So what we're gonna do here is every time a train goes away here, we'll let another one out. One 198. 159. Don't tell me they're waiting. Yes, of course they are. Okay, they sorted out. Wait. Okay, go. This guy's paused here. Go. 132. Okay, he's going. Wait. And go. As soon as he's gone. And boom. Okay. We reached it, so this guy here, solid. The main missions are done. We are just having the 7 Muda, but the 7 Muda is a very annoying one. So we are now gonna wait on the trains to arrive, and the yellows we're just gonna, as soon as they have delivered, we're gonna sell them. That's a green one, he can stay. What's that? That's a yellow one, he needs to go. As soon as he has delivered people, we're selling it. Should be a green one, which it is. That's fine. And the next one coming in should be a yellow one. You can't see it in the tunnel. Yeah, that's a yellow one. Okay. Same story again. Boom. I think we have one more yellow left somewhere. No idea where he is, but there are still people there. Is that him? I think so. Drop off. And boom. Sell it. So now we should have back our 3 trains, which we have originally, and we have capacity for that. And we know they're making us good money, those 3. because we have about 360 people capacity. With 3 trains, we were making, I don't know, a bunch. 40 million a year. That's okay. So the mission itself is done, but we have the 7th Muda, and that is a very annoying one, as you will see.
Follow the teachings of Kaizen on the path to continuous improvement and avoid the 7 types of Muda at your business operation.
So, we need 3 trains maintained. So what that means is, if we select these 3 here and we go into here, maintenance. Let's give it, we can go high or very high. Let's put it on high and see if it works. Doesn't seem to work. It doesn't seem to give it to me. We need to use only modern trucks. That is checked. We need to build as few switch points as possible. And that's what I remembered from the first time I did it. So that is where I had an advantage of already playing the game at some point, like a year or 2 ago. And that's why I didn't make diamonds here, because if you make a diamond, that counts as 5 switch points. If you make a diamond, then it counts that it goes from the left track to the right track, and it considered that's 2 switches. One's going away from this left track and one coming into the right track. So that's 2 switches, and then the cross as well. So that's 4 switches from the other side, and then the cross itself in the middle is also 2 lanes crossing each other, is also considered a switch point. So if you make a diamond here on a station, what we normally do, right? Now we just made a crossing, but if you make a diamond normally, which you do in case you use the other platform as well, then you make a diamond. It's the most efficient way, but it's considered 5 switch points. But here he wants you to build as few switch points as possible. If I remember correctly, it's 10, I think, that you need to do. Because the first time when I did this mission, I also built diamonds, and I think it was like I had 52 or something switch points of 10. So I know that is 10 to get the green check. Now trains maintenance here with high maintenance doesn't work, so you need to put it on very high. So we are now 3 trains on very high maintenance. It's gonna cost us money though. Now we need to let it run a bit, and then it should give us that. It's 2 out of 3. So it's probably keeping an eye on 1968. There we go. Okay, we got a check. So we need to put it on very high. So the trains are maintained. We are only using modern trucks. We have less than 10 switch points. We have no overcrowded cargo stations, and business don't throw away any goods. Okay, that's going to be a difficult one, because they're conflicting with each other. Business don't throw away any goods. That basically means you want to keep one business line here or there. Deleting all the lines is not the solution. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. So yeah, selling the trains. Selling the trains will solve the problem of the fact that they are half filled, because they are also conflicting, right? If you're gonna put less trains on your route, then your trains will not be half filled, they will always be full, but then you're gonna have overcrowded stations. We have no overcrowded passenger stations at the moment with our 3 trains. But the problem with that is that our trains are one of our trains is half filled. So this passenger business can be solved by just selling the trains. I think that should not give a problem. The trains are maintained, so if we just, let's see if that works. We have enough money to buy them back in case we need to. There we go. Immediately solved everything with the train. Trains are maintained. We have as few switch points as possible. We have no half-filled trains, and we have no overcrowded passenger stations. And these are all train stations. So if your bus stations are overcrowded, that doesn't matter, I think. So which leaves us with the cargo. And the cargo, we have 76% overcrowded somewhere. But we don't have that much, eh? No, we just have a fish line. And we have the food line. So what I'm gonna do is that food line. I'm gonna sell 3 trucks. And we're gonna change that line. How is the meat doing? We have overcrowd here, of course. Businesses don't throw away any goods. No overcrowded cargo stations. Okay, we just need to increase the trucks on these. Huh? We can keep both of these lines. How is the fish doing? The fish is, okay. Bam. We'll put 20 of these vehicles on here. And we'll see what happens. Make them all blue. You know what? We'll also give them all a new track. Boom. There we go. Okay. That's that line. Yeah, as long as this car is shipping, we need to get it out. Because I remember, I think in when I did it the first time, I stopped all my lines and I sold all my trucks, and then the shipment goes to 0, and then you're gonna get 0%, but you actually don't get a green check. So you need to do it with trucks. So we now have 20 trucks over here. So these boys here should be able to cope. We can keep an eye on it. If we need 30, we need 30. So we're gonna make this full capacity here. This is just delivering Put. Multiple vehicles are wrong. Yeah, that's fine. What do you mean multiple? Oh, that's our buses or something, probably. Okay, then we have this line. We'll sell these two. No, we know these. No. We'll sell these two. We'll just buy some new ones. Boom. So this is cargo line 2. Meat and foods. We should be able to cope it like that. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Boom. Okay, and while we're at it, buses. What is this? Only show road. No, we only want buses. Okay, that's not available. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Those are all our buses. We don't want to rename them. We just want to replace them. Well, okay, good enough. Let's have a look on our vehicle status now. Should be only very good. We just bought new vehicles for everything. Oh, very good. Oh, very good. Yes, yes. Okay. And now we need to keep an eye on what is going on. New overcrowded cargo stations, 72%. That should come down once the boys arrive here. The rest is done. The rest is, yeah, it's just those 2 stations. Business don't throw away any goods, which means we just need full production. Yeah, it's a bit of a stall here. Okay, this one here. Whoa. Now I want that way. Have to tell them everything, these people. Okay, meat production. You go here. There we go. Is he gonna turn around again? Is he here? Okay, this guy got it. Yellow line, boys, go on the new line, please. Okay, business don't throw away any goods is down to 17%. Okay, we have no more overcrowded cargo stations. And what is going on here? These boys cannot cope. Is it going up or coming down? Business don't throw away any goods. Slightly going up. So is what's going to be. This is fine. This is fine. They're picking up immediately. It's going to be the fish or the food. What's going on here? No, they're good. I don't know. Maybe. Still not good enough, I think. Should be a truck here. We can of course let them wait till they're full. Here's the next one. Okay, yeah, this line works. This line works. It's fine. Yeah, there's barely any here. Here's the next one. So it's the fish line. It's the fish line. We need to get this fish around. It's coping though. Why is this not going? Why is this business don't throw away any goods? Why is that not going down? You tell me. What? It's going up. It needs to go to 100%, I think. Or do we need to get to 0%? Yeah, it's slightly going up though. It is slightly going up. This is a fishery. It's why is that number 3? This is just Nagoya fishery. What the fuck is that? Okay, this is a fishery. What's going on here? There is no problem here. Nagoya meat, there is no problem. Here, this is a problem. That food plant is a problem. It's just about to upgrade, which means we need more food. We need more meat to come in. And at 4, it's going slightly up, but this needs to go to 100% though. This is what we need. We need the same here. We are transporting 100%. We can't do any more. That number needs to go up. Trains are maintained. We put high maintenance on them. That gave us a green check, and then we sold the trains, which also solved the problem with no half-filled trains and no overcrowded passenger trains, because these two are conflicting with each other. You can make it in such a way that your passenger stations will not be overcrowded, but then there's a good chance they're going to be, some of them will be half filled. So these two are conflicting. So the best way to deal with that is just get rid of the trains. That's why I did the main mission first with the train business. Yeah, this is slightly going up, but the problem is here. This thing needs to go up, then it levels up again. Yeah, we need to wait on that food processing thing. The fishery is producing 400. We are transporting all that it drops there. So there is hardly any on that platform. Here the same. Every time some meat comes out of this thing here, there is a truck ready to go. Here you see a little bit of meat on there, but there's a truck already. So no problem. Or we might have to add a few more. This thing needs to level up 2 more times. 47, yeah. I think in theory, if we stop this meat production line, Oh yeah, that's the same thing. Because then we're gonna have to wait till this guy has no more shipment. Shipment has to come down. Yeah, I think this is what we're waiting on. Huh? This is the meat farm, right? Yeah, that's not meat farm. This should be meat farm. Or cattle farm, or whatever you want to call it, right? Nagoya cattle farm. Let's call it that. And what is that here? Tokyo? That is also not Tokyo. That's nowhere near to Tokyo. This is Hamamatsu or something. Hamamatsu food plant. That's what that is. Okay, we're on the highest level now. There we go.
Very good. Thanks to your prudent management, avoidable efficiency losses were able to be reduced to a minimum.
So we got the 7 Muda. So what needed to happen is that this food plant needed to go to level 4. So that solved it. And there we have it. That was the last thing, that's why we had to continue playing this time. But I think you have to do it like this. Because if you already immediately do the 7 Muda from the beginning, then you're gonna have a conflict with your passenger line where you need, like, at some moment you need 7 trains to get the frequency down. Only briefly. Only briefly. But now we got it. Because when that happened, we were missing our last bonus task, which is now over here. So yeah, we don't have much running anymore except for buses and the train line that can go actually. Why is it still showing up that line? Oh, because we haven't deleted it yet. There we go. And even the bus bringing workers over here. We have 2 buses bringing workers to the main office here. Even that bus is making us a bit of money. All the other lines are making us good money. You can see like these are pretty low, so that probably means that you can remove 1 bus on the Nagoya lines. We don't need 3, 2 would have been fine there. The other bus lines, they're still not full. If you see 48, 48 here constantly, then you probably need a few more buses, but at the moment that's not the case. And they're making us almost 150 to 200,000, which is pretty high. That's pretty high for a bus line. And also the one in Osaka is making us more than 100,000. That's pretty high. Normally your bus lines are making you 20, 30 if you have decent bus lines. What do I mean by that? Make one line run clockwise, make one line counterclockwise, and always put a bus stop in residential, commercial and industry. And then if it's a big city, like we did in Tokyo, we put some extra ones, right? Pretty much. Not that many, but just 1 or 2 extra. One on the station, and then we put one in industry, but we put another one in residential because it's a bit spread out here. This is not great. This is a mix, as you can see. Yeah, this yellow thing, that's all fine. But here is already green coming into. You could potentially remove some stuff. Like here, that yellow here. You could draw some extra lines and let's say tell the city like, hey, industry expand that way. You could do that by deleting the yellow buildings over here, and then it hopefully we'll put some blue and but no, a game is a game. It's gonna put the yellows there again. You see that? It should rebuild, but it should build blue or green because that's where the zone is. So yeah, you can sort of play around with that. And you say like, hey, I don't want industry on that side. Delete all these yellows and then see what the city does. Unfortunately, you can't put, that's something, you cannot say, hey, put a greenhouse here. That's the same here. See that? Well, I don't think. This is like micromanagement, but I don't think it actually works, to be honest. Yeah, see? He's building a building again and it's put a yellow again, so it doesn't actually work. Micromanagement. And I don't know how to solve that. Maybe with roads we could solve it. Or by telling the city like, hey, you can build here if you want. Theory, the city should now build over here if they want to expand it. I don't think it does anything. Does not do anything, I'm pretty sure. We're now sort of telling the city, hey, you can do this. This is not gonna work, I think. No, it is. No, it isn't. I don't know how that's gonna look though, but we have a crossing in a tunnel. Why not? So now in theory the game should build yellow over here, and then you can put some more lines there. That expands the shopping area, and then some more lines over here. Tokyo grid. And now is the question, does the game do anything with that? Who knows? Anyway, just fooling around here. 1,070 people. I think we started at 300 something with Tokyo. Same here. 100 and something, I think, or 250, I think it was. Well, what it basically do is it just makes higher buildings. Doesn't necessarily expand them. It's the same here, you see that? It's putting yellow buildings. It wants to expand the industry, but it's putting yellow buildings in the green area. I don't know. You could let it run and test it, I guess, to see if this works. If it actually would start building yellows over here and blues over there, and then green, give them more options for green there. Because it wants to expand the yellow zone, but it's going more that way instead of building it over here. And we are just in charge of, this is not city builder, of course. It's not city skylines or something. This is transport. We're just in charge of transport fever thing here. Anyway, we've done it. Especially the last one was a next.
China between the present and the future.
No,
That's
for way later.
Mankind is constantly...
Not sure where we're going next time. This time it was Japan. We solved it. We planted the gardens and whatnot. And then the last one is a bit of a tricky one. To pay attention to what you're doing there with the 7 Muda. I think we did it the way best way to do it. Because normally what you normally do is you want to finish your bonus missions first before you do like the last of the main missions. Then you have your 3 gold medals before you finish the last mission, but in this case we couldn't. Because there is no way you can make the 7 Muda work and then finish that last mission where you need 7 trains. Then you're running 7 trains on a high maintenance and you can't have overcrowded stations, and at the same time you can't have half-filled trains. That's never going to work. Those two especially conflict with each other. Either your station is going to be overcrowded or your trains are going to be half-filled. It's one of the two. If you put more trains in there, obviously it will reduce the passengers and the stations waiting, but then you have a half-filled trains. If you let your trains be full, that means that there is not enough capacity, then you're going to have people waiting in the station. So to make those 2 green checks work, it's very tricky with trains. So the best way to make it work is get rid of the trains. That's why I finished the main mission first, and then I left the 7 Muda, tried to solve that one at the end. Almost took us 3 hours. At some point I thought of splitting up the episode, but I normally go about 2 hours with an episode. But we were already getting the 3 bonus missions around the 2-hour mark. When that happens, I just leave it running, so yeah. In this case, it was a bit of a longer one, almost 3 hours. I will leave it at that. I will see you guys next time in episode 14. Bye bye for now.